a challenge. He's saying, don't play the Rengar. Let's play some traditional jungle matchups. Let's do Kha'Zix Lee Sin. Something along those lines here. Vivo Keith say, nah, we're good. Let's get rid of Lee Sin.
But they saw what Seven could do with the Lee Sin, and they don't want to deal with it. Also, their ability to use the Lee Sin to snowball the early game, it's a little too fast for Vivo Keith's comfort. They want to play towards the mid game where everyone is on that first item.
So do Vivo Keith just snatch away the Kha'Zix right now? They made it a difficult situation in draw for RIX where they had to choose between the Jace or the Kha'Zix. They chose the Jace. This could very well be cocky Kha'Zix. Maybe.
Other options could be maybe the Sin.
Okay.
Oh, no, it's the Recon from Mayna. I mean, if you go back to their lower bracket finals against Liberty Esports, it was that Game 5 Recon performance from Mayna, finding that miraculous, heroic flank that sent them into the grand finals against Leviathan, or not Leviathan, Omega Esports in the grand finals of the Wild Tour. And for RIX, they already know the power of this Recon. When Mayna is on his game, there is no engage that he cannot find.
And Mayna has been amazing last game on the Recon as well. Makes perfect sense that they want to grab it for him here again. RIX, they don't want the Kha'Zix this time. It's gonna be Wukong for 7. They want to fight fire with fire. You guys like to engage? You guys like to dive in? We can do that too, and we have a Cyclone for disengage as well.
I think that's the most underrated power of Wukong. So many people always associate with the Cyclone being, okay, yeah, we're going forward, we're diving, but it's the anti-dive, the disengage potential. If you have multiple people that are trying to jump in on you, you can put a stop to that.
Exactly, and jumping in on you, that's the keyword here, right? Wukong cancels jumps. And you look at Vivo Keith's team comp, that's 2 champions that want to jump around already.
Taking away the Camille from Odysseus as well. It was 2 games in a row, even the first game, but I like this from Vivo Keith. They had the opportunity to snipe away the Jace, and even though Snitch lost the second game, playing it both Game 1 and Game 2 with great success, that is a power pick that needed to be taken.
So now the question is, what does Snitch play in the mid lane here? Previously, we saw him pull out an Echo. It might be an Echo game here because it's a dive comp, but I don't feel like it's the best spot as well. Varus getting banned away by Vivo Keith right now. What does that lead Doom to playing? Ziggs is gone, Senna is gone, Varus is gone. Is this Ashe time?
I imagine with the current champions listed out, this is probably going to be Jace in the mid lane for Snitch, Camille towards random. Now, I don't think I've ever seen a Wukong mid before. I definitely haven't seen a Camille mid before, you know, but
yeah, that makes sense. I didn't catch that one. Good catch, Rafa. It's going to be a Jace mid, Camille top, Wukong jungle. Your solo lanes, your top side is completely shown right now. What is your dragon lane pickup then? I feel like that might be an issue. It really seems to me like Ashe is just the go-to pick right now. And Renekton, that's what Odess was talking about as well. Fantastic to these champions that want to dive into you. Great lane into the Camille as well. You really just shred her once you complete the Blade of the Rune King.
Support options are plenty this time around, though. Gragas, Set, some of the prime picks, even a Galio could be used to pair alongside some of the dive.
Braum is not bad here for RIX. If they want to run that back, Braum is not a bad pick here. You can go for Freljord, bot lane, Ashe, Braum. It's not bad at all. But it's going to be Veigar here for Doom.
And when you talk about anti-dive, if you have a bunch of melees that are trying to dive into you that have limited range accessibility, Veigar is a great champion that can punish that if piloted correctly.
You see that RIX have clearly prepared their pocket picks for this series. You ban away out Varus, you ban away out Lux, Veigar, Nami for Doom and Clue. Okay, that's a combo.
Pairing the cage into the tidal wave, you are putting an absolute stop to whatever gas that Vivo Keith wants to slam on in trying to accelerate the pace of these fights. Everyone's still trying to jump in onto the backline. Vivo Keith, despite seeing the Vanguard, despite seeing the Nami, they're not deterred. They slam the Kha'Zix for Lord. This is still, once again, a composition with one thing in mind, Omo. It is to go forward.
Only going forward, but RIX have adapted now. Their team comp is great at shutting down these engages. It's great at shutting down these dives. If they get out of the early game, if Doom and Clue survive lane, which they should, they're against a cocky, they're going to be great in the mid game.
One other thing.
He's going to outfarm you.
This Camille is a jungle pick that used to be at the top of the jungle
#1
food kingdom.
The queen.
Yeah, used to be the queen. But then Riot was like, no. We can't have her reign supreme in both Baron lane and the jungle. We gotta pick. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, look how slow she's clearing. This is the sad reality of Camille right now. You're very reliant on snowballing. You're very reliant on getting gold, getting items. You want Triforce, you want Divine Sundra, whichever it may be. You want items, you need money. You can't get that through farming. You farm so slow, so what's it gonna be? You have to get ganks.
The thing that's admirable for players that still play Camille jungle to this day, you know it's because that it was a pick that they put so much time into. It's something that they have made a lot of their career most defining plays on. I imagine for Seven, he probably grew up grinding the solo queue ladder, playing a ton of Camille when the game first was released in the EMEA region there. I know we have a couple of NA junglers, Tybe over for Sentinels currently, who was a Camille Wukong.
He's going to be playing the next game.
And in the next series, oh, don't remind me. I'm trying to get through this series first before we get through another heart pounder between Sentinels and Guangdong Freaks later, which means, guys, if you're watching at home and you're waiting for this series to end, you got to hold on, because between both of these, we have two dynamite matches still waiting to play out.
Dynamite indeed. I want to touch on that Camille a little bit more. I love it when it's picked. Also for another reason, you're issuing a challenge when you pick Camille jungle. You're saying, I'm going to snowball the game, I'm going to carry the game, I'm going to make the plays. Can you withstand that? And so far, it's been a very slow start. It's just the first clears, but you already see how much faster Kha'Zix is farming. One buff ahead of the Camille.
On a champion that's been nerfed specifically for the jungle as well. And you've lost out on the attack speed that you used to have whenever you hookshot towards giant jungle monsters. If you can still get through the jungle without being snowballed on, being evaded, or really being neutralized, then you're doing your job. And Kha'Zix is one of those jungle matchups that you can't specifically play this Camille into, because unless the Kha'Zix is being super hyper aggressive in the early game, he wants to farm just as much as you was on the Camille.
But once you stumble upon the Kha'Zix in the river, he's always going to win that 1v1, and he's also going to farm faster than you. Full clear completed for the Kha'Zix, full clear completed for Lord, and that's one cam behind for Seven. I know I'm being a jungle clear nerd right now, but that's just the reality of the Camille matchup.
I got you.
You're a jungler.
Yeah.
You're pretty cracked. I've seen your Lisa.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you. The games earlier were not as pogged, you know, but you know, it was a ping gap.
It was. It truly was.
The Wi-Fi was not going our way.
Look, Rafa, I can tell you that if you were playing jungle for RIX right now, instead of Seven, Vivo Key would also ban your Lisa. 100%.
Thank you. Yeah. Wow, that's high praise. Going into this game, 3 minutes ahead, it has been a quiet start, and I think the lack of proactivity from both teams also spells out how I don't want to say desperate necessarily, but
the stakes are high.
Exactly. The pressure is on for both of these teams.
Pressure is on indeed, and this is how champions are made. I know we're not fighting for the championship just yet, but how you deal with pressure, how you perform under pressure when the stakes are as high as they're gonna be, is how you tell the true caliber of the team, the true caliber of the players. What's the saying? I'm gonna make a quote again, and Digon's gonna make fun of me again, but it's something like the brightest diamonds are forged in the highest pressures? Something like that?
Yeah. Diamonds are forged under pressure.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Well, let's see who the diamond's gonna be this game.
Vivo Keed and RIX still taking it slow. We've reached 4 minutes into the game, which means turret resistances have fallen at this point. Yeah. So if either team wanted to make a play now, what's up?
Hellbreaker Dragon Lane cocky. Why? But why?
I guess Slash is on split push duty this game. He's Meta. I mean, look where Meta is. He's like, all right, Slash.
They saw him go into push, didn't they? I feel like Random knows about this.
He's got to know, right? And you have
he's
Seven.
Got backup.
Yeah, look, Seven is baiting for it.
Oh, he's baiting.
Vivo Key thinks they have to jump on him, but it is Seven that is here to make sure that Random is A-okay, not burning anything.
Yeah, but he's going to have to get the reset off. Clue 7, they are here as well. That does mean that resets are going to be pretty late. But for both of these teams, so not too bad for either side right now. I feel like Snitch with the Hellbreaker is going to have a good time against Katrina in the side lanes. And that means it's going to be a 4v4. But Koki is a Hellbreaker.
Yeah, but what if it's not Katrina in the side lane? Oh, okay. Ooh. Right now it is Katrina that's matching up. But maybe you send Slash eventually into the side lanes. He's got to be here for this Rift Herald because he's got package. But it is the engagement from 7. Random following up with the Cyclone. A flash forward from Odysseus trying to turn around the tides of battle. And it looks like Lord is able to get out safely. The package for the second win. Slash is in there, but then Odysseus is the one that's on the run because RIX overwhelmed them with damage. And first blood goes to RIX.
Lord gets caught and Odysseus pays the price. That's gonna be the Rift Herald going over to the side of RIX, and this time around, Vivo Key cannot trade objectives. Vivo Key cannot go for the dragon because Lord is stuck here. He has to defend the top lane turret, and now that is RIX pulling ahead here.
And they still have the numbers advantage on this Rift Herald, so they can't even poise over it. 7. I mean, he had Smite. He was taking his time with it. Vivo Key were looking to see if they could actually push them off of it. But I imagine that there is potentially an opportunity for Vivo Key to go claim mid-priority, but RIX had them in their back pockets, had controlled them, willing them over to the Rift Herald, and Vivo Key get nothing out of it. RIX so far, 1 up.
1 up here for RIX. They're going to be happy with that one. The gold lead is still slightly in favor of Vivo Key, and that comes down to Lord having a farm lead right now. But the Rift Herald is available. 7 has that. If he makes a play with the Hextech ultimatum, if he backs up Random in the side lane, if he backs up Snitch in the side lane, they get a kill. The Rift Herald could pay off huge dividends here, Rafa.
Huge note here for Vivo Key. They don't have the package anymore. They used it in the first fight, and it went the way of RIX. That does mean that RIX are going to be slightly more comfortable looking for this dragon.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get it. Look at where Mena is. He's trying to find a play together with Odysseus here onto Random. But then you look at the map. Where's Lord? You only have 2 members here. You're trying to force a play. It just seems like Vivo Key are trying to... I have no idea what they're trying to do.
Almost just gonna be quite brutal and honest here. It's like trying to understand the madness, the chaos behind Vivo Key methods here.
Okay,
they're setting up a slow push wave at the moment. You already have rotations coming in though from Doom.
He's full HP as Barrier and Cyclone. It's just way too late. Oh man, yeah, well.
Okay, maybe they found RIX though, and Mena's gonna all in for the knockup. Not quite using the quickness though. Still, as you said, full HP. I might be getting a little excited thinking that action is going to happen and almost just shaking the head going...
Well, to be fair, Random has been using his clone very, very well here. Tornado is...
Okay, quickness. The clone isn't available quite yet. Cyclone deters the fight here, and it looks like it is a reinforcements coming in from Doom and Clue. Was that a teleport that I saw from Doom that came in?
Hullbreaker!
But it still doesn't matter. Slash doing a ton of damage with Hullbreaker. You gotta love the item on the Corky build. But 7, tactical sweep into Flash, catching Slash by his butt. And he's got him locked down for the tactical sweep down. Oh my goodness, RIX. They are not letting this game go.
7 still has a Herald. He could commit this if he wants to.
Oh, that's the cage coming in. This is Vivo Kid falling into Doom's trap this time around. This turret is on fire. They want to go for it, but there's no minion wave left.
Man, and what a series of events there. Vivo Kid posturing for the dive for close to 2 minutes. And at the end of the day, RIX answer. They have more than enough time to answer, right? You had the TP, you had the tidal wave, and now RIX are going for their own play here. They want the mid lane turret.
Katrina trying to evaporate the wave as fast as he can with the poison. The Rift Herald charge.
All right, just
some
2 plates.
decent damage.
Yeah. Just some plates, just some gold, not too bad. RIX, they have a 2,000, well, just a 1,000. Wait, my math is really bad. 2,000 gold lead here.
You got it. You got it.
I got it. I figured it out at the end of the day. And the important thing right now is that 7 has finally even up go with Lord.
It's okay. We're casters. We're not expected to do math live. That's out of our job requirements.
I'm used to casting with Grandin, and he's a nerd, so I just ask him, Grandin, do this math for me real quick. How much gold lead does this team have right now?
You're just gonna call him out like that?
Yeah, well, most
Come on, we like nerds here. We're gamers.
Exactly, right? So it's not an insult.
Hell yeah.
It's an endearing term.
Hell yeah. We love Grandin here on the...
Well, that one, we'll talk about later. We'll talk about that one later.
Is this why Grandin always just is upset when he has to cast with you?
He's lucky, okay? He doesn't know how lucky he is.
He looks at the casting assignment and he's like, God, man, I have to cast with this guy again? Please, someone save me. Please, TJ.
Anybody, really.
Anyone.
It's like those scenes in the movies where they look down the list of whether they qualify for the university of their choice or something along those lines. He sees his pad with Omo, and his day is ruined.
Oh, man.
VK's day is going to be ruined right now as well. RIX get a second Herald here.
And they can't answer.
No contention. Yeah, no answer, no contest even. Dragon's not up.
And
what can Vivo Kid do?
Yeah, I mean, they're only down 2,000 gold, but the way that they're playing, it seems like they're down even more.
Yeah, they're definitely playing very safe here. Katrina in a 1v2.
Double demolish procs looking from both Snitch and Seven. Second window from Slash. Once again, the reinforcements, good stasis, cancels out the Hextech ultimatum. Seven gets flipped back up, and this could be Vivo Kid's answer. Seven getting a little too comfortable under the tower there, outplayed by Vivo Kid.
You know, we're extremely excited for this game. BK are excited for this game. RIX are excited for this game. But I think we found a couple of fans who are a little bit more excited. Guangdong Freaks are like one room away from us, and every time some damage gets dealt, we hear them going, whoa, whoa, whoa.
They're just in awe of the aggressive playmaking back and forth from Vivo Kid and RIX. Like, man, no one plays this aggressively in Korea. We just kind of scale off to the late game. But Vivo Kid, they're still going at it once again. And the fact that no one goes down in this exchange.
Look, you look at the kill score right now. There's 5 kills on the bot in an 11-minute game.
That doesn't paint the whole picture at all.
Exactly. This game has been a bloodbath here. Snitch with the Howlbreaker, with the Cannon Minion, takes down the mid lane turret. Inferno Dragon is halfway to up. RIX, they are in control of this game yet again.
But this time they're not as far ahead as they were in the early stages of the game. Vivo Kid have managed to claw their way back to be within striking distance. Only 1,000 gold behind, and when you're considering Vivo Kid's win condition once again, it is to go for these team fights. It is to find ways to flank, to take out Doom before he can set up battle lines with the rest of his team.
And they definitely have the conditions for it as well. They dive in.
All the sales.
It's a bit early.
Wow, that's a beefy crocodile, bro.
Yeah, it's a beefy crocodile, and Snitch wasn't in position as well. That's 1-2 down for the Dragon fight.
Redemption spots out the Dragon being started, but beautiful event horizon from Doom. It's going to slow the roll. Random is here to deter them once again. A jump in from Lord, but he cannot secure the Dragon. It is that goes to 7 this time around. The rest of RIX holding back the forces of Vivo Kid. They prevent them from getting anything done. No one goes down from RIX. 3 members fall from Vivo Kid.
The battle lines hold for RIX. They maintain the front to back. The flank from Mayna does nothing. The flank from Katrina does nothing. And RIX hold firm. They take the Dragon, they pop down the Rift Herald, and this is a repeat of game 1 here, Rafa. RIX in full control.
RIX back in the zone, and you can't let them in that zone if you are Vivo Kid. Watch the replay again.
How annoying is that Vega Cage to start things off, and Random gets such a fantastic disengage here. Mayna comes around the back, but it's too little too late, isn't it? His team is already scattered to the wind here. Mayna, such a great attempt, but too little too late.
Mayna trying to pull off what he did back in the Wild Tour in the series against Liberty, but just like Omega Esports, who figured out what Mayna was trying to do, RIX, I don't even know if they knew that Mayna was lying in wait, but they didn't care. Exactly. And a great thing that RIX did was spacing out their uses of tools. However, Random, that's 4 people, that's a package on Slash, and this Monkey King is going to go bye-bye. Monkey jumped one too many times off the bed in the Barren Land, and he goes down.
So many knockups right there, and it took 4 members of Vivo Kid so long to kill him. That likely does mean that Snitch will get this tier 2 turret in the bot lane. Oh no, never mind. He's good.
Almost there, almost.
Yeah, they're just chilling. 4,000 gold lead right now. They lose Random, but nothing's gonna result from that, right? It's purely just a kill.
You said we're chilling, right?
We're chilling.
Ice cream chillin', ice cream chillin', ice cream chillin'. JK. Vivo Kid still looking to find ways to get back into this game, but they have realized that the tools that are at RIX's dispense between the Cyclone and the Event Horizon makes those entry points super difficult to get through.
They are definitely not ice cream chilling right now, I can tell you that much. They're having a really rough one. The ice cream's all melted.
Oh no, it's one of those hot it's not a nice sunny day, it's a super humid day.
Oh, that's Singapore. That's sunny Singapore, all right.
Oh no, the Singapore coffee's no longer hitting.
And Vivo Kid are the ice cream, that RIX are the Singapore sun. They're starting to melt them away, starting with Odysseus.
Now, he's a big crocodile we've learned from before,
Yes.
and 7
Okay.
needs a little bit more power. It gets the flash out.
Baron,
Whoa!
they're trying to sneak in.
And
But
this is what you got. Oh, Doom has come in, and just as we were getting excited for a Hail Mary attempt for Vivo Keen, it is thwarted. And RIX, they have tempo, they have the inside track, they can push through the mid lane, and they can push through the bottom side of the map.
They want to go for Odysseus. He has no flash, but they're just going to decide against that one. I just figured it out. I was so impressed that Doom went to check the Baron. He had the presence of mind to know our jungle is in bot lane. Oh no.
And he's got the presence of mind to throw down the cage of Doom.
Mena, look at
Lord
Mena.
is gone. Mena is going for the flank once again, but he gets interrupted by the Cyclone. It was still in mid-cast. He doesn't get the knockup that he was looking for. Odysseus pressing forward, trying to be a meat shield for the rest of Vivo Keen so that they can follow up with the damage, but it is still RIX that is pressing forward, and it's still RIX that is destroying Vivo Keen. They can't go any farther. They're going too deep into the base of Vivo Keen, but they have the jungle advantage.
15 seconds away. Will he be up in time? I think no, Rafa.
7,000 HP. Vivo Keen, no smite available. Mena doesn't have enough burst damage. This isn't Helios's Recon. Oh, whoa. Okay, Dune is gone. 1,700 HP. He took 1 HP.
Oh my God!
That one could have been so bad for RIX. The spike comes in a little early, but it is secured by Clue.
This could be
But
it.
Vivo Keen, this is a teleport from Lord. He's coming for revenge. He's looking to pick off stragglers. And you gotta be leading the charge with Katrina, but a beautiful tide away from Clue. Clue, who saves the Baron, might have just saved the game for RIX. Vivo Keen, we're looking for the opportunity to strike back, but it's still RIX that are holding strong. They have slaughtered Brazil.
RIX hold firm. Doom drops at the start of the fight, and you think for a second maybe Vivo Keen have a chance. RIX mess up the smite as well. 7 didn't get it in time. You saw the HP bar. 8 HP, 1 HP on the Baron, but they don't manage to steal that away. Now TPs come in. They want the end.
The final teleports of the sails. One man against the world, and that world happens to be EU, crashing Brazil's world down. The number 2 seed from RIX holds on to their dreams and staying alive in the Icons play-in stage.
What can I say, Rafa? Today is the day of EU Game Lord, and now RIX make it one step further. They stay alive in Icons. Their dreams, their hopes, still hold firm.
Team Queso watching from afar in the group stage.
That adjustment from game 2, where RIX weren't able to find their team fights, where RIX looked kind of scattered, were making silly mistakes in the sidelines, to this game, where they were behind early, were threatened early, collected themselves, won a series of very good team fights, and looked coordinated in them. That's the switch you need to be able to press to win game 3s to stay alive in this tournament.
And for me, it felt like that was because when we look back at RIX's performance from the T1 series, it felt like if they don't win early, that's it. They're done. But they've shown that even though the early game didn't work out too well, they're still able to fight back. And that's a really good sign coming into, their journey continuing here at Icons.
Yeah, we saw in the gold chart there how tense this match was. Almost at the beginning, you felt it for the first time that both teams were tight and tense and like, we don't want to take a game-defining fight. We'll take a skirmish, but not a game-defining fight. And even though RIX took the lead after the first several fights, VK still fought their way on